Hi guys, we're Fortunes from Football. Another video coming to you now. Serie A is back. Roma kick off their season against Fiorentina, Mourinho's first league game. Here we bring you a match preview and a few betting predictions. Let's get cracking. Well, very quickly, because it's first game of the season, transfer recap. So, last video we posted, Brian Reynolds, Roger Ibanez, Rui Patricio had all arrived. Matheus Viña was a signing that had hit the buffers a little bit. COVID playing its role. We thought it would go through. It did. He's looked promising in pre-season. We also touched on the striker situation with the prospect of a left field option coming in. It turns out there's been a couple of developments. Eldor Shomurodov has come in for 16 million. Again, looked good in pre-season and in Europa Conference League. And then with Edin Dzeko moving on, Tammy Abraham has came out of nowhere, 36 million, but potentially a really good signing. And the one note that needs to be touched on, Granit Xhaka had looked like a deal that was as good as done. And even with talk of it hitting the skids a little bit a few weeks ago, everyone thought the deal was going to get worked out. It hasn't happened. That position needs to be addressed. We will see. There's been a few names mentioned, but nothing concrete. Time will tell. But it won't be in time for Fiorentina, that's for sure. Right, again, first game of the season upcoming. First league game anyway, so we're really going to rattle through pre-season. When we last caught up, 4 pre-season games had already taken place. Another 5 have followed. Draws with Roma, Porto. A bit of a disaster against Betis, and then 2 routine wins. And the big news, Trabzonspor, 2-1 victory away in Turkey. Not being made of a performance under par, but actually, if you consider it, they're not a bad side. One of the tougher draws Roma could have had away from home. Trabzonspor, having had some competitive matches, more minutes in their legs, is actually a really good result. And heading into the season with 6 wins from the 9 pre-season games, plus a Europa Conference League win, making it 7 from 10. 29 goals scored plus 2. So 31, 10 conceded. Happy days. Finally, we come to our predictions for the Fiorentina match. So, obviously a big game. How do we see it going? Well, for starters, we're back in Roma to win. So, they've had a decent pre-season. Some good additions. They got the Mourinho factor. Obviously, there's real feel-good around the club at the moment. Statistically speaking, they've won the last 4 against Fiorentina, and the visitors have had one of the worst records on the road in Serie A last season, so it doesn't bode well. So, home win. Despite that, second prediction, we think both teams will score. Roma have conceded in 3 of their last 5 matches. Fiorentina scoring in 4 of their last 5. And then 7 of 10 head-to-head matches have seen both teams net. And then the final prediction, we're back in Shomurodov to score at any time. Ended last season with 5 goals in 6 games, and he's now scored on 3 games on the spin. And then just to cap that off, I think longer term we could see him shifted into one of the 3 positions behind Tammy Abraham. But for this game, Abraham's not been in long, wouldn't have trained with his team much, particularly with a midweek game. So we think Shomurodov might get the nod down the centre. And if he's on a hot streak, if he gets a chance, we think he'll tuck it away.
And that's your lot for today, guys. We've been Fortunes from Football. Thanks for listening. If you enjoyed it, hit like, hit subscribe, and we'll be back soon. Thanks very much.